Hi everyone, my name is Yaritza Ibarra, and I'm going to talk to you guys about my speech today, or job opportunity paper. So I interviewed, or my job of interest is a criminal investigator, and I currently work at the Pima County Attorney's Office, and was able to actually interview one of our criminal investigators. Her name is Jennifer Patton, and she's been with a county attorney for, I believe, about 6 or 7 years. And I've actually known her ever since I started working there about a year ago. She's helped me a lot with uh, getting started even before this assignment. I had spoke to her about wanting to uh, get a career in criminal investigator. I had mentioned to her that I wanted to be a criminal investigator, and she has always been a huge help. Ever since I started, she told me to just get started by going on ride-alongs, as many ride-alongs as I can while I'm in school. Um, as of right now, it's really hard just because I work full time and I go to school full time online. But I'm hoping that over the summer I'll be able to go on a couple ride-alongs. So, like I mentioned, my job of interest is a criminal investigator or also a special agent in maybe the FBI, or I haven't really decided what agency I'm leaning towards, which I'm hoping the ride alongs will help with that. So, to become a criminal investigator, there is a lot needed, uh, a lot of steps that need to be taken to get to that position. You can't just apply. It's not like a police officer where you could just come straight out of high school and apply and you'll get the job. Becoming a criminal investigator, you need to have a degree, at least a bachelor's degree. You need to, Jennifer mentioned, I need at least 2 to 3 years of experience in the police force and at least it was 2 to 4 to 5 years in the police force and 2 to 3 years as an actual investigator in a police force or law enforcement agency. Once I get that cleared out with, I will be able to apply to like the bigger agencies such as the Pima County Attorney's Office and things like that. Not only that, but the hiring process to become a criminal investigator is very long and stressful. She mentioned that you are just being evaluated. You have to test multiple times, not just written tests, but physical tests. You're tested physically every day in the job, and you have to always be prepared. So the hiring process tries to somewhat get you ready for that. Once you actually pass or get through the hiring process, you still have to go through academy. At least that's what I found in the research that I did in a special agent for the FBI. So there was a lot of loops you have to go through. First, you apply. After you apply, you have oral board. Once you have an oral board, you wait, you test. There's about 3 tests that test your psychological, uh, and then there's a test that tests your personality disorder, like just for personality disorders and stuff like that. So it's not just like getting in and being okay. There's a lot that goes into it. Um, Once you pass all of these tests, which are all tests that I would have to go through, not only to become a criminal investigator, but previously to becoming a criminal investigator when I applied to any police force or law enforcement agency. These are all tests that I would have to overcome during those times also. Once we get past that, we still have to pass an academy, which is extremely difficult from what I've researched. It's not easy. It tests you physically and mentally to lengths that you never thought you would be tested to. And it's just basically to prepare you for what your job is going to be. Um, in the job as a criminal investigator, I will be faced with obstacles on a daily basis that I'm gonna have to overcome somehow, some one way or another. The stress level Jennifer mentioned is extremely high almost at all times, um, because you're constantly being evaluated not only by your supervisors but also by the public. You're always being watched. Everything you do, say, is criticized. So all of that is extremely important. Um, but regardless of how hard it is to get there, I'm willing to take the steps to at least try to get there one day. Um, I hope that this helped to you guys get an idea of what I'm interested in and what it takes to be a criminal investigator. Um, there's a lot of steps, but it's something that is rewarding in the end. She loves her job, and I'm hoping that someday I'll love mine also.